Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Thursday, March 23rd, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with AEW Dynamite, broadcast live last night on TBS from the Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence, Missouri. The main event saw the American television debut of AAA Mega Champion Hijo del Vikingo, who lost to former Mega Champion Kenny Omega when Omega pinned him with the One-Winged Angel in 16 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yeah, bad crash and burn deal. There's another crash. Omega, the knee came through unabated, and now he's got him up. Got him up. Whoa! Winged Angel. That's it. 1, 2, 3. I mean, spectacular right there, Excalibur. Spectacular outing by both men.
Omega was attacked by the Blackpool Combat Club after the match, with Adam Page coming out to make the save. The show opened with Omega's elite partners, the Young Bucks, being taken away in an ambulance after seemingly being attacked prior to airtime. The Guns, who made their second defense of the AEW World Tag Team title, defeating Top Flight, who were ambushed outside the ring during the match by Mike Bennett and Matt Taven of the Kingdom. Following the match, FTR laid down a challenge to the Guns, vowing to leave AEW if they could not win the tag team title from them. The opening match featured Sting, Darby Allin, and International Champion Orange Cassidy getting the win over the team of Kip Sabian, the Butcher, and the Blade, with Sting pinning Sabian. Adam Cole addressed the live crowd and was confronted by Daniel Garcia, with the two agreeing to face each other next week on Dynamite in Cole's first match since the Forbidden Door 9 months ago.
I hope that you realize what you're in for. Because I can promise you, next week it's going to be a great night. A great night for me. A great night for the AEW fans. But for you, not so much. I'll see you next week, Garcia. Boom.
In other results, Hook beat Stokely Hathaway in Hathaway's first match in 4 years. Jon Moxley defeated Stu Grayson, and Tony Storm pinned Sky Blue. Following the win, Storm, Ruby Soho, and Saraya were run off by Willow Nightingale and a pipe-wielding Riho. In WWE news, Randy Orton is headed to WrestleMania, according to a report yesterday from PW Insider. The 21-year WWE veteran is expected to be in Los Angeles for WrestleMania 39. Although the reason WWE is bringing him in is unknown, Orton has not attended any WWE events since leaving the road in May of 2022 to deal with chronic back-related health issues. In health-related news, Alexa Bliss revealed yesterday that she recently underwent a procedure to remove skin cancer from her face. After posting a photo of her face partially bandaged, she indicated that she had gone in to have a spot on her face checked out, and it was discovered after a biopsy that she had basal cell carcinoma. Wrote Bliss on Instagram, quote, "Dear younger me, you should have stayed out of tanning beds. All clear now, though. Thank you, American Skin Institute, for taking great care of me," end quote. Bliss stated her healing time would be short, but did not indicate when she expected to be back in action. She has not been seen on WWE TV since losing to Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair at the Royal Rumble in January. In more All Elite Wrestling news, the AEW and New Japan co-promoted pay-per-view event Forbidden Door, set to take place June 25th in Toronto, was a near sellout after the first hour of ticket pre-sales yesterday, according to WrestleTix. Between 11,000 and 12,000 tickets were sold during yesterday's pre-sale, according to a PW Insider report, with more seats being added while the pre-sale was still in progress. As of late yesterday afternoon, 12,030 tickets had reportedly been distributed, including sold in comps, out of a current 13,662-seat arena setup. The total gate for Forbidden Door has surpassed $1 million, according to a Wrestling Observer newsletter report. Remaining tickets are set to go on sale to the general public tomorrow morning. AEW has made a deal to broaden its house show reach in Canada, according to an official announcement yesterday. AEW is partnering with Canadian live entertainment companies Turbo Entertainment and the Feldman Agency to bring the recently initiated House Rules Tour to venues throughout Canada, as well as to develop other brand partnerships. The House Rules Tour recently started last weekend with a show in Hobart Arena in Troy, Ohio, and is scheduled to make its Canadian debut in July with a show at Calgary's Scotiabank Saddledome. In ratings news, NXT drew its smallest audience of the year so far, with 550,000 people tuning in to watch on the USA Network last Tuesday night, the lowest since the December 6th episode, according to Showbuzz Daily. That number is also down nearly 7% from last week's 590,000. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was 0.12, down 20% from last week's 0.15 rating, representing 157,000 viewers, according to WrestleNomics. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.